Welcome back. Now it's time to start a discussion about lambda functions. Lambda functions in Python are small, anonymous functions defined using the lambda keyword. Unlike regular functions that are defined using the def keyword, lambda functions are typically used for short operations where defining a full function might be overkill. And the syntax is you have lambda, you have the arguments, and you have the expression. The arguments are the inputs to the function, and the expression is the operation that the function will perform and return. Let's suppose that you want to create a function that adds 10 to a number. Using a lambda function, you can do this in a single line. So I can type here add 10, and then I can put here equals, now lambda, the lambda keyword, x colon, now the expression, x plus 10. Now I'm going to add here a print, add, parentheses, let's put 5. Now if I run this, we get 15. So this is what this is doing. So the lambda function, lambda x colon x plus 10, takes the input x and returns x plus 10. It's like a quick one-time use function. Now let's see how you can sort with a custom key. Suppose you have a list of tuples representing items and their prices, and you want to sort this list by the second item in each tuple. And for that I'm going to create this tuple. So I'm going to copy this. I will put here. Now I'm going to type here sorted list equals to, now I'm going to use a function sorted. I'm going to talk later about those functions in more detail later. Items, I'm going to put key equals lambda item colon item at position 1. So the lambda function lambda items square brackets 1 tells the sorted function to use the second element of each tuple as the key for sorting. So if I go down here, if I type print sorted list, should be sorted items, but it's okay, list. Let's run this, and we have banana 2, apple 5, cherry 7. So now they are sorted using the sorted function. Let's close this. Next, let's suppose that you want to filter out all the even numbers from a list of integers. So let's say that I have this list and I want to filter all the even numbers. So I'm going to type here odd numbers equals to list. I'm going to use another function filter to filter. This is used to filter a list. I'm going to type lambda x colon x modulus 2 is not equal to 0. So if it's not equal to 0, then I'm going to put colon, comma, and numbers. And this is going to filter all the even numbers. So if I go down here, if I type print odd numbers, if I run this, we have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So the lambda is checking here to see if x% 2 is not equal to 0. That means that is it's an even number, it's an odd number. And now okay, so the lambda function lambda x colon x per modulus 2 is not equal to 0 checks to see if the number is odd. If not, so if it's not divisible by 2. The filter function is used to create a list of only odd numbers. Now let's suppose you have a list of strings and you want to convert all of them to uppercase. To do that, I'm gonna copy this, I will paste it here, and I will create a lambda. I'm gonna go down here, I'll type uppercase equals to list. Now we use another function, map. Again, I'm gonna talk in more detail about those later. Lambda s dot so it should be s dot. Okay, I'm gonna put s dot upper, and then I'm gonna pass the strings. Then I'm gonna type print uppercase. Now if I run this, we get hello world Python uppercase. So the lambda function s upper converts the string to uppercase. The map function applies this operation to every element in the list. Now let's see how you can combine lambda with reduce. Suppose you want to find the product of all numbers in a list, and we need to import something. I'm gonna go up here, and I will import this because we're gonna use the reduce function. Then I'm gonna create a list of numbers. So let's go down here, and we have this list of numbers, and I'll go down here and I'll type product equals reduce lambda x y, and it's gonna have x times y, and we need to pass the numbers, and I'll type print product. Now if I run this, we have 120, so we have the product of all those numbers. So the lambda function lambda x comma I colon x times I multiplies two numbers. The reduce function applies this function cumulatively to the items of the list, resulting in a single output, the product of all the numbers. So lambda functions are used when you need a small function for a short period, usually in situations like sorting, filtering, or mapping. They are limited to a single expression, so they are less powerful than normal functions, but more concise. They are often used as arguments to higher order functions like sorted, filter, map, and reduce. Alright, I'm gonna end this video here, and I'll see you in the next video.